You're now tuning into
The Cover Gang.
What is going on, Cover Gang? It is time to go over all of the 4 o'clock games, the primetime games, Sunday Night Football, and I think we get 2 Monday Night Football games this week.
Doubleheader.
If you haven't already, go back and watch our video. We picked the Thursday night games, so hopefully you watch it pretty quick, as well as all of the 1 o'clock games, and me and Justin, I think we disagreed on a few, but we're pretty aligned. Coming off a bad week, but we're hoping to bounce back right here. Justin, he'll read off the spread on each of the 4 o'clock and later games, and we will tell you how much we're putting on it and see if we agree.
Right off the bat, though, did we go over the Jaguars at Browns? I think we skipped over that somehow.
I don't know, but we can throw it in this one.
Yeah, I don't think we.
Was that a 1 o'clock game?
Yeah. I think we missed that for whatever reason, but yeah, I'm just looking back at
no, Jaguars at Browns.
yeah. First up, and it was in the 1 o'clock slate. But yeah, Jaguars at Browns. So they had an unfortunate blow last week with Trevor Lawrence hurting his ankle, and he's questionable right now. Probably not going to play because he's everything to that team. They're a playoff team, and it makes no sense to start him against the Browns on the road right here. So probably not going to play. The line looks like it's set like he's not playing, of course. So tough matchup. The Jags have been great on the road. I think they're 5-0, and then conversely, the Browns have been great at home. So it's if you're trying to get cute with it, you could take the upside and take the Jaguar spread, and somehow miraculously Trevor's ankle is better, but I really don't think he's going to play. So with Browns on a 2-game skid, and Trevor getting a rest and healed up, I think the Browns will have to get right here. They do a lot better at home, especially off a loss. So I'll take the Browns -3 at a regular unit.
Yeah, they threw quarterback questions on both sides of the ball here. They put Joe Flacco back on the practice squad, so I think they are rolling with DTR. He should be out of concussion protocol for this game, and then I think PJ's backing him up. But yeah, this Browns defense, and I was on the wrong side of it last week at the Rams. It does seem like they're totally different when they are at home compared to when they're on the road. Still number 1 defense in football, unless the 49ers pass them this week, but they're either 1 or 2. But yeah, I like the Browns a lot here. It's I'll put a double unit on it at -3. I think it'll be a low scoring game. It could hit that 3 and it'd be a wash, but I don't see how the Browns lose this game. A lot of the times I do like to go with the backup quarterback when everybody's fading against the team. They just lost bad on Monday night, and like you said, Jacksonville's been really good on the road, but it looks like they're going to be going with CJ Beathard. Even if it's a high ankle sprain for Trevor, and you think that he could be 70%, I don't see how you throw him against this Browns defense. So I'm ruling him out. If for some reason he plays, I'll buy it. I'll probably buy out of this position and then get the Browns. I'll still take the Browns, but the spread will change significantly. But yeah, no, like I said, low scoring game. I could see Browns winning late, but I just don't know how CJ Beathard and this offense puts up points in the dog pound. So yeah, give me Cleveland -3 double unit.
Agreed. All right. So now for the 4 o'clock slate.
Did you put a double unit on that one?
Nah, just regular unit.
Okay.
Now for the 4 o'clock games. First up, we got the Seahawks at the 49ers. So this is a divisional matchup we just seen on Thanksgiving night with the 49ers routing the Seahawks in their home stadium. And then the Seahawks almost upset the Cowboys in Thursday Night Football. So it's a weird line. It's huge. 10.5 is tough, especially in the divisional game. The 49ers look unstoppable ever since they've got everyone healthy. It's a tough one to bet. I think the 49ers look like the best team in football, and honestly, the Seahawks are just not that good in my eyes. So I will lean the 49ers here at a half unit because it's a huge number. It's nasty. It's with the hook. So I'll take they've covered really easily in the last 4 matchups against the Seattle, and they just have their number. So I'll take the 49ers to sweep the division series between the two teams right here.
They may sweep it, but don't do that. Go back on your pick. No, this is a double unit play, Seattle plus 10.5.
I don't know, man.
It's the line. It opened up at 13, 12 and a half, 13, and then dropped down to 10 and a half within like 24 hours. And then all the books have it set at 10 and a half. They won't let you get the 10 for a reason. It's somebody knows something we don't know, and a lot of the times that hits. So Seattle's completely desperate. They're coming off more rest. 49ers, they had that Eagles game circled all year. They got up every scheme, every play call that Kyle Shanahan's been saving in the vault came out in that game. And 49ers, yeah, they may win, but I think this one comes down to the fourth quarter as well. And divisional matchup, Seattle fighting with everything they have. Like you said, they did look good against Dallas. It just officiating in that game, in that Thursday night game last week was weird. So many penalties. Seattle feels like they kind of got a little cheated out, but yeah, plus 10.5 is just too much here. I know San Fran wins and they win dominant, but Seattle knows this team better than anybody, and like I said, their backs are completely against the wall. Everybody's so focused on this Dallas and Eagles game for, if Eagles win, they still stay above San Fran for the number 1 seed. San Fran owns the tiebreaker against Dallas and Philadelphia. I'm not calling the upset, but I'm calling it being pretty close. So, yeah, I like Seattle plus 10.5 double unit.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm going to just stick with 49ers. I don't like this game just because the Seahawks don't. They just don't.
Everybody else, it'll be third week in a row probably.
They just don't do what you need them to do. And that 49ers, when they score, it just keeps coming, man. They just keep on. And, like, the last 4 games between these two teams, I think the 49ers have beat them, like, by 20, like, each game. I think they got their number, and I don't like it. I don't like the number, though. That's why it's a half unit. So I understand the 10.5, but the Seahawks are just, I don't know. They're gross. I can't back them right here. All right, next up, we got the Broncos at the Chargers. So this one is the fishy line of the week. It's really weird because I feel like everyone and their mama is coming in and betting Denver right here. It just seems like obvious. Like, what is going on? Better coaching, better quarterback play. The Chargers just put up 6 against the Patriots. Like, they look like they're in shambles. Yet we have the Chargers as minus 2.5 favorites right here, and I don't know. I'm just confused. I would see this as like Broncos minus 1, minus 1.5. I don't really know what's going on with this line. Maybe
no, I wouldn't say that. Not on the road. I mean, if anything, maybe plus 1.5. Plus, it's gotten so it's a pros and Joes. Public and professionals have came in. This line started out at 3.5. It's went down to 2.5. I like Denver.
That's even crazier. Like, it started at 3.5. Like, why?
Because people still. I mean, if you watch that Houston-Denver game, Houston outplayed them the whole time. They just couldn't put them away. So it's Denver still has this cloud over them, but coaching is the factor, especially in this game. Sean Payton has just been able to will this team to keep them in it. They're coming off a 5-game win streak. They lost barely to Houston on a 3rd and goal interception by Russ. Just trying to make a play. But no, this Chargers team, they can't stop the run. They can't stop the pass. Though I think Denver gets back to playing the football that they want to. And yeah, Sean Payton versus Brandon Staley, and I'm getting points. And it's like we always say, it's not that hard to play in LA. It's going to be a lot of Denver fans there. It does seem like I agree with you that it does seem easy, but I still just don't think Vegas has caught up that with Denver as much. So I think that they get burned a little bit by the professionals and the public here. So yeah, I'm putting a regular unit on Denver plus 2.5.
So I thought that when the Broncos kind of had their little boost recently, that Vegas has just been nailing the numbers. They're not giving us any slack. But then I tried to call BS against the Browns, that number. But I don't know. I think I'm going to listen to the books here. They're telling you that the Chargers are going to win, and they'll tie that second spot.
Get a 3, by the way.
You can get a 3. Well, somebody likes the Chargers, but like, I don't know, man. I'm gonna fade everyone that's gonna hit Broncos, which is like I think 90% plus that's gonna open the app. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't. So for that reason, they're telling me to take the Chargers, so I'll just take the Chargers here. Regular unit though.
Yeah, well, that's a win-win for you though. It's a regular unit for me too, but yeah, if Denver somehow. Only thing that would suck for you if Chargers win by like 1 or 2, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I would rather the Broncos win, but it just seems so weird. Like, there's I mean, it is the first time these two teams are playing, so they're gonna play each other again. So it's like if Broncos lose this one, they got a chance to come back and beat them at that last game of the series, and I think they'll do that. So at home, but yeah, I like the Chargers here. It's fishy. I don't know. All right, next up we got the Bills at the Chiefs. Sharps are betting the Bills pretty big right here. It's went from, was it 3 or 3.5, or was it 3?
3.
3 down to 1.5 on some books, but this one I think there's still 2 out there, 2.5 maybe.
Yeah, there's a couple books you can still get the 2, but the majority have Kansas City only favored by 1.5.
Yeah, and I get the reasoning. These two teams, they have a big kind of rivalry, and Josh Allen plays this team well, and McDermott's kind of playing for his life right here, but I don't know. The news about Von Miller, another unfortunate event with this Bills team who are just not who they're supposed to be. I know it's sharp, but I like the Chiefs to cover -1.5. It's just too low, especially after a loss against the Packers in Sunday Night Football. They usually get right and cover pretty good after an embarrassment. So Bills have just not been great against teams that they should be good against, and I like the Chiefs at under a field goal, -1.5. I'd take it at a double unit because I don't understand the line.
Yeah, I was gonna actually double. We're gonna disagree on this one as well. I was gonna double unit Bills at the opening line, but it has gone down to the 2. Sharps, of course, getting the best of the number. But no, this is an easy play. I'll still put a unit and a half on it. Bills +2 here. Did you double unit Kansas City?
Yeah.
I'll double unit the Bills then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
It's I think it's pretty cut and dry. Bills complete desperation game. I know when Mahomes is favored by a field goal or less, or if he's an underdog, he's great against the spread. Going back to Arrowhead after a poor performance in Lambeau, I get it. But Sean McDermott is 6-0 off a bye. Like I said, it's a complete desperation game, and Josh Allen has owned Arrowhead Stadium. His past 3 games there, he did lose the one, which was probably one of the best games I've ever seen in my life. That one playoff game in Arrowhead, but I think he's thrown and ran for. He's averaging like 350 yards. He's got like 12 touchdowns, no interceptions in Arrowhead. This Kansas City Chiefs defense has been better this year, but Nick Bolton is not expected to come back in this game. The linebacker, they lost Tranquil to concussion protocol, and then their best safety, he's out for the rest of the regular season. So this better Chiefs defense that's been exposed a little bit over the past few weeks has lost some key members to it. And yeah, I think the Bills get on a little bit of a roll here. Past 4 years in December and January, they are 14-2, so they're kind of like the Bengals, where they start off the season a little. Bills are a little bit different than the Bengals because they actually start off the season decent, then they have like the mid-season woes, and then they end the year on a streak. So and they have a tough one. They got to go to Kansas City in this one. They get Dallas at home. They play like the Pats and Chargers, and then they go to Miami to finish the year. But yeah, I'll take double unit even though I'm not getting the best on the number anymore at +2. Give me Josh Allen to continue his success in Arrowhead against a Chiefs team that will probably figure it out by the end of the year, but I don't think they figure it out against Sean McDermott's defense off a bye.
Yeah. That's 6 that we disagree on, but I think, I don't know, we could disagree on another 1 or 2 here, so that might be a record for how many we disagree on in a week. But yeah, let's see what happens, man. We got the battle of the confidence in this one, double unit on both sides here, so may the better win, I guess. All right, next up, we got the Eagles at the Cowboys. So the Eagles, they finally got cooked at home. Now they have a chance to make a statement and get back at the Cowboys and hold that number 1 spot. This is tough. These teams, they play each other close. Cowboys are insanely good at home. I did some digging. In last 10 matchups, the favorites in these matchups are 8-2. So I'm gonna take the Cowboys because they are red hot. They're the better offense and defense right
Can't get
now.
the 3 anymore.
Huh?
You can't get the 3 anymore. It's 3.5
Oh,
across the board.
Yeah, I know. I'll take 3.5.
Ugh,
Dude,
man.
this team's 8-2 in their last 10, the favorite, and it's been numbers like 3.5. It's been 5. It's been 8. It's been 6. Like, it don't matter. It's just the favorites in these matchups win. So I'll take Cowboys in that home stadium right now. They just look like basically. I think they look better than the Eagles. The Eagles have been in so many one-score close games. They've been absurdly good on 3rd and 4th down. So I get it. That's what they do. They convert on 3rd and 4th down. They're clutch. They come back, but I like the boys here to keep it rolling. Regular unit, though, because it is not the sharp side to take the hook like that.
Yeah, I'm putting because I think Dallas wins the game, but I think they win by 3, and I'm getting the hook. Or they win by it's 20. I don't know. It's Dak leads the game-winning drive against a bad secondary, or
Just take
or
the
finally
Cowboys.
proves
Just take the Cowboys.
No,
with me.
I can't at the hook. It's they play too close. I'm gonna take Philly at a half unit here, plus 3.5. And yeah, Dallas was my Super Bowl pick. I thought the defense would be a little bit better. They lost Trayvon earlier in the year. They just let Seattle score 35 on them. They're coming off more rest. But Philly got embarrassed last week. Like we keep saying, that these two teams, they do always play each other well. It does hurt because Dak is really good against his division, and they are good at home. But yeah, I could see. I don't know. I just could see it being a field goal game either way. Late in the 4th, if Jalen has the ball in his hands last, I could see him pulling off the upset. If Dak has the ball in his hands last, I could see him either sealing the game or if he has to, doing a game-winning drive or whatever. So I'll take the hook. Like if it was 2.5, I'd be all over Dallas. That's why it's a half unit play for me. If it's 3.5, I'm on Philly. It's that close to me. Yeah. But great, best game of the week to watch. That one along with the Chiefs and Bills. But yeah, I can't give up the hook here.
Yeah, I feel it. I mean, it's some good games this week though for sure. But yeah, that's it for the 4 o'clock in the late game slate. Now we're on to the doubleheader Monday Night Football. We got the Titans at the Dolphins. So the Titans are now the worst team against the spread in the league. It was a horrible bad beat versus the Colts though. They probably should have won that one. Dolphins blow the Commanders out. That was one of our sharper picks. Was Washington plus 9.5.
At home, yeah,
that
bet was dead as soon as Sam Howell threw that pick 6 to Van Ginkel or whatever his freaking name is.
Yeah. So this one's tough for me. It's feeling like a half unit no matter what side. I'm not really officially fully on a side here. Like, Titans are bad on the road, maybe the worst team in the league on the road, but they really are due for some good. Sorry, my throat, but they're due for some.
Still sick. I can talk a little bit if you want.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah, it's a half unit play for me too, but these Monday night games have been weird, and it does seem like, you take Miami at home under 2 touchdowns. It's been profitable this year. The one time, of course, that I took it, the Raiders covered. Titans, they're worst team against the spread. We were dialed in on them the past couple weeks. We have not been. But yeah, it's a half unit. I'll take Titans in the points to just do something weird on a Monday night, keep it interesting with the Dolphins, and not get blown out by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's kind of it. I'm thinking about doing what you're doing, and I'm going to go, well, I guess it's a spoiler, but I feel safer taking 2 dogs here in Monday Night Football. Dogs have done really well on Monday night, so that's the only spot they've really been doing well, I feel like, lately. But, yeah, I can't take the Fins at 13.5, so it's a Monday night game. Wonky stuff happens. Everybody's going to hit Dolphins right there. They think the Titans are dead in the water, so Yeah, I'll take the Titans with you. It's a half unit game though because the trends as far as Dolphins at home, Titans on the road are bad. It's just it's not a great game to bet. Definitely a pass for most people. I think should stay away from that game. But
Yeah, hopefully Will Levis just keeps us in it.
yeah. Next up, and last up, we got the Packers at the Giants. The Monday night game. Last one is set at 6.5. Not much movement in this line. Yeah, I think I spoiled it already, but I like the Giants here to fade the public, coming in heavy on one of the hotter teams in the league right now. These Monday night games have really favored underdogs recently, and I like the Giants to give Jordan Love some trouble because he's just had an insanely good run, which is way different than what the start of the year looked like for him. And it's just a regular unit play for me because I think 6.5 is just too big. I could see 4.5 being more fair, so I like 6.5.
Yeah, Brian Dayball coming off a bye, Monday Night Football, like you said, wonky stuff happens. I do think Packers win this game, but I'm with you. I'm going to fade the public and take Giants plus 6.5 here. It's weird they're not giving you the 7. It's for a reason. It's a regular unit play for me though, because I do think that Jordan Love has found something with this wide receiver group. Aaron Jones, he did not play in that Kansas City game. They still won, but he should be back gets extra day to come back. He should be back by Monday night. You can argue that's their most explosive player on that offense. So.
Watson's questionable too. I forgot to mention that, and he's really been the catalyst for some of these wins, I think.
Yeah, I think he'll be good to go for Monday night, but Giants have had a couple weeks to, Saquon to heal up. They're still going with the mobster, Tyrod and Daniels done for the years. But yeah, it just seems too easy to take the Packers here. So that's what, like I said, it's just regular unit play plus 6.5. I'll take the home team, New York.
I like it. I think in total we disagreed on like 7 games, but I don't feel too bad. I feel like the last time that happened.
Though there's 16. I think it's all 16 games.
Yeah,
now, right.
I think so. I don't think there's a bye.
Anthony, that. Yeah, all the buys are done, so it'll be 16 games for the rest of the year. So I like that.
Yeah,
helps me out in my pick'ems a little bit more. More games to pick from.
Right. Yeah, last time we disagreed on this many, I think you got the better of me pretty good, 5-2, I think, or maybe even 6-1. Yeah, I don't know, but hopefully it's a 4-3 kind of week, and we both just go positive. We need a good solid win for both of us right here.
We just need to bounce back.
Yeah, let's see what happens. But tune in Monday for our recap video to determine how we did in this Sunday slate, and we might know who is crowned the better of the week already, because we agreed on all the Monday night games. So, of course, yeah, we'll know actually. Like the video if you enjoyed the content. Come back for week 15 where we'll be covering every game against the spread. Tune in to next week's recap, and I might have said that already, but yeah. Let's cover the spread as always. Peace.
Peace.